So yeah, this is kind of my room right now. I know it kind of looks like shit, but I kind of read somewhere that how messy your room is or whatever can contribute to like your mood or some of it, but most of it probably isn't true, but I feel like it is a right step in the direction on like what I'm like where I'm trying to go with this. What up? Honestly, I have no clue how I want to start this video. But all I know is that I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, and I've been just meaning to do it, and I honestly just didn't know how I should like record it or like to say it. But I just know that I've always like meant to like make a video like this. I honestly just don't know what to say or like how to say it and like how to like almost open, I guess, with it, you know? I definitely don't want this to be like a sit down apology YouTube video. I want it to actually be like almost like a glimpse into what future content's gonna look like, but keep it like almost sit down serious, because like it is, I guess, like kind of serious almost, because it's like it talks about like just what I want to do with my life and everything, like because it almost like I feel like everything that is going on with me right now kind of ties into like what I want to do with my channel, and acknowledge that things are changing and things are going to change by a lot. I just kind of wanted to sit down, talk about like what I'm gonna do for like college and what my passion is right now, and like what the channel's gonna look like and how it's gonna implement more into like my personal life. But yeah, I just kind of wanted a rant video. I kind of wanted to just have like a little rant video explaining everything, to kind of explain to you guys, but not that I like owe it to anyone. I just feel like I owe it to myself a little bit, just to like, have a video where I could just, you know, go off and explain, you know? Yeah, to start off, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. I haven't posted in like over 2 months, and even before then, I really just like posted unboxing and reaction videos, and the Pokemon one I didn't even edit. I think the last like real video I edited was like the Kirby one, I think. Over the past 6 months, a lot has really happened, and I feel like to explain where I've been, I kind of need to go back. As I'm recording this, I started YouTube over 5 years ago. I feel like as a kid, all I wanted to be was a content creator, because that's all that was really exposed to me as a kid. I feel like with time, I really started to get, better and better at it. I remember in 2018, I just started out with my phone and it was pointing at the TV and I was just playing the game. It wasn't until the end of the year that I got my computer and a capture card. In 2019, I really started to use those equipment, and I got iMovie, and I was just editing videos. It was fun for me. YouTube was just really my creative output at that time. By 2020, I had all this equipment. I actually had an actual software, and then 2021, I really started to step up my game, and I was posting every single week. I had my friends editing for me, and Twitchy, who's been a part of the channel for a while now, like ever since the beginning, he came on as an editor and started helping me out, and we were posting, nonstop every week during 2021. And then 2022 rolls around and I wanted to do something big. If I hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year, but I will also be wearing a chaotic outfit of your choosing for an entire month on stream. Yeah, I think we were able to get like 380 subs around that time, but still it was pretty good. But yeah, I feel like 2022 was like my peak, as far as it goes for my channel's growth. I feel like, that beginning half of 2022 was, my peak. I just feel like I accomplished a lot during that time. Like, not only was I posting every week, but I was streaming like once or twice a week. My views and watch time hours almost doubled. I hit 300 subs. I started hiring editors, and I even started a podcast. And I even got to fly out to Pennsylvania to meet my online friends and go to that Too Many Games convention, which I've dreamt about going since I was like 13, right? And I even got to meet some of the most influential creators to my content. And I just felt like on top of the world. And then August rolls around. And I froze. We're trusting the process. Oh, here's my comb. Dude, I've been looking for this for like months now. I think I made it a little bit worse. You know, it's coming together. Trust the process, all right? We're trusting the process. We got this empty little space right here. Move this over there. And God, dude, this bed literally takes up. Oh shit. Okay. It was during this time that it all kind of started, you know. Kind of just like stopped posting like, you know, actual like videos, which is kind of ironic given that like, you know, it was right after my TMG trip and right before Splatoon 3 was coming out, which I should have gone like, you know, 2 times harder on it, you know. And I was planning to make like a lot of Splatoon 3 videos, you know, because I thought that was going to be like, you know, how I was going to like rack up views and stuff like that. But I didn't. But yeah, around this time, this is like where I really stopped like posting like actual videos, and that's where the whole, you know, unboxing and reaction videos started sprouting up. And then I just kind of just stopped posting completely, which I was still streaming a little bit here and there, but then that eventually just stopped entirely too. But yeah, kind of the main reason for all this was just like honestly, it was like a multiple things. It was just like the bait got old, you know?
What do you mean? Just like making videos?
No, not making. Like, I still have a very big love for making content. It's just like, you know, when I started to meet, you know, like more people through like, you know, school and my job, I didn't really tell them my YouTube channel. And I think that was mainly because like I wasn't really happy with what I was posting anymore. And I guess like the quality of like, you know, my videos and stuff wasn't like up to par with what I wanted it to be. And it's not that I'm, you know, disinterested in Nintendo or, you know, video editing or video creating, but like honestly, like I just feel like the whole thing just feels very staged now. Like
Yeah, no,
like I
I
feel like I'm
respect
sitting
that.
down and recording, you know, which I don't want,
Yeah,
which isn't like what I'm trying to do. Like at least for the gaming type of videos, but I feel like the whole like video style just kind of disinterest me, you know, if that makes sense. Like I feel like this was only like one side of like who I was, like cuz like it was really just like it's like the type of content I was making. It was just very repetitive and like very one dimensional.
oh, so you want to make a different type of content is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. And even the branding started to look off to me. It's not that like I was embarrassed by it, but I feel like it just kind of like represented all those things I didn't really like about the channel anymore. Like when I look at it, it's like a Nintendo family channel, and I fucking hate that. Like,
Oh yeah,
and
no, I definitely get that vibe.
I especially
Yeah,
don't like the like I stopped doing the family channel bullshit. Like I started being more, you know,
yourself,
yeah, like
acting your age.
yeah, like a while
Yeah,
ago, pretty much. But I'm
yeah,
still, it still feels like just very like, God,
childish maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it wasn't like the design or anything. Honestly, I love the design, and Squiddy did an amazing job bringing it to life. I just feel like the brand kind of represented, you know, the parts that I didn't really like about the channel. It just kind of like feels like I almost ruined it for me, you know? Honestly, like it's kind of a little cringy to me now. I feel like as a kid starting out on YouTube, you're kind of just like prone to being like family friendly or whatever, which I ditched a while ago. But I do feel like that kind of like stuck in a way. Even still, I wasn't like, 100%, my humor in my videos. I honestly feel like it was just because like I was afraid of family members finding my videos. But yeah, so I feel like I had to like stick to this kind of humor that I made up when I was like 13, and that's obviously not my humor. Now to me, the brand kind of represents that, persona that I kind of trapped myself in.
I don't know. I think it's because you kind of entrapped yourself in like with the channel. I guess you are right. Like right now, like it's like, oh, you have to appeal to this one dimension that you have, which is like
Exactly.
Nintendo games and stuff. And you
That
probably don't want to do that.
that is
Yeah.
exactly what I'm like trying to explain.
So what do you want to make now then? What's the new direction?
With that realization, it kind of made me want to take a step back from YouTube and just stop posting entirely to kind of figure out what I want to do with my channel forward and maybe even myself. But during that time when I kind of stepped back, it was like September, October. Not gonna lie, October was kind of one of the roughest months for me personally. But yeah, after I took a step back from YouTube, I kind of started to realize, other things, and mostly about like my social life, which I know this kind of like stems away from everything, but I do think it really did play a big factor as to like why I stopped posting on YouTube for a while. And I think it was because that was like the loneliest I've ever felt. I just feel like I don't really have like, too many friends, I guess, During that time, I really just only had like a few friends, but it's not that I don't know anyone. I actually know quite a few people, like a lot of people. It's just that like I feel like I know a lot of people and I'm not really friends with a lot of people, if that makes sense. I just feel like I don't really have like, too many friends here. And, everyone that you see in like, videos and stuff, those are really just like online friends that I know. And I'm not trying to diss on my online friends and, the people that I do know. I still really much appreciate them and they really have helped me. But, I kind of talked about this with my other like online friend that like, as much as we love our, online friends, we kind of wish that we had, something here, someone like, close by, like an actual like, friend group, We both kind of struggle to, find those like, lasting people in our area. And it's not like I don't know anyone. I actually know a lot of people. I feel like I know a lot of people and I'm not friends with a lot of people, if that makes sense.
What is the loneliest you've ever felt?
Damn. Probably here actually. I started last semester and I don't know anyone still. It's like very hard for me to like make friends. So I feel like actually like just being here, like seeing everyone like communicate with each other, like laugh and everything. I feel like it's actually not hard, but it's like not having that is like kind of sad and like it's very lonely actually. It's like you see them in class and you're like it's like your classroom friend, but like it doesn't go further than that. It never like evolves to something more than like a classroom friend.
It's just really like when you meet someone in class or at work, it's like you feel like you're just like a classmate or a friend from class or a friend from work, It's never really more than that. It's during this time that I started feeling more alone than ever, and sometimes I still do. And everyone talks about how you need to learn to be alone, but in my experience, you don't really learn to be alone. You just kind of learn to tolerate it. There's obviously a lot of more crucial details, but for personal reasons, I'm not gonna get into it. But that's pretty much the main point. But at this point, I didn't really have a lot of friends, and my content started to feel repetitive and disappointing, and I felt like I wasn't the person that I wanted to be or can be proud of. This is where I started to ask myself questions that I wasn't really prepared to ask, like, what's my goal? What's my passion? And how can I use my passion to contribute to a world already filled with art and media? And how can I find individuality to make my content, creative ability, and passion for film different from literally everyone else in this big and vast industry? So I started putting myself more out there. I began taking up projects I believed in, and I fell in love with editing again, and I explored my love for film more than I ever have before. Me and my friend Jason, who was just in this clip, are working on our own short film. Twitch and I are looking at college together to pursue our passion of film. And I started working on more content for my channel that I could actually be proud of. But I know the big question and the point of this entire video is, what is content gonna look like now? It took over the past couple of months to finally realize that I don't have to make just one form of content. There are so many other sides to me that I want to show and express, to the channel. One side of content could be like, the media consumption side of me, I love watching films and playing games and then like dissecting them after, to find the meanings and the themes. For films, I want to do like, just videos of like me talking about a film I just watched that really like touched me in some way. And then as for like, games, I want to like be able to make a really long video of like me just like playing the game and then reviewing it at the end and, making this whole like, sum up of like the game, which I think could be like, really cool. And could really like show the side of like, the reviewing and critiquing side, because I love taking like, media and just like, dissecting it and everything. But yeah, me and my friends Twitchy and Carbon have been playing a lot of games recently, together. Just like we've been doing like these like random sessions or whatever, and I've been just like, recording it just for fun. Wasn't really anything, but we have a lot of funny moments from those sessions, and I kind of want to like post them because I still really like making, those funny moment videos, but like it's here that like the humor's more natural and we kind of just like bounce off each other just really nicely in the videos and stuff, and it's really cool and it's really funny, and I kind of want to do more with them and with that, But yeah, the inside joke is that we call ourselves the Three Cabreros, so I'm just gonna title that kind of series as the Three Cabreros. But yeah, as I said before, I started putting myself, more out there, doing all these like random things in my life, and I, kind of filmed them, and they're kind of gonna be like those, I'm kind of calling it like those unknown projects. I don't really know what style or kind of video they are. It's gonna have like, its own unique style and everything, and pacing of like, the videos, but you will find out what those are at a later date. You'll know when you'll see it, and I'll make playlists of like each three different like categories of like videos that I'm doing. And I'm even getting a brand change to better represent the change that I'm going through. I was planning on changing it as soon as this video was done premiering, but as of right now it's not ready, so I think I might just change it to like some Spider-Man profile picture, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the profile picture is done by the amazing, talented Squiddy that has done my recent art. And the logo is actually done by my friend Nemo, which you've seen in previous videos. But yeah, and I, just by seeing the rough draft, it already looks so cool, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. And yeah, I'm not that Nintendo kid anymore, and it's freeing, it really is. And I'm very excited to start showing you everything that I've been working on recently, and I can't wait to finally start making things that I can be proud of and to show, anyone I meet. Because I really want this channel to start being more about me as a person and showing, all sides of me. But yeah, I can't wait to start, showing everything that I've been working on. Right now, as of right now, after I upload this video, I have like all these other videos that I am editing still and like gonna put out there soon, but I'm mostly going to be working on my short film too, and which is like really exciting. I'm like halfway done with the script. Soon I'm going to be looking for, people to like actors and stuff, people to help out. But yeah, stay in tune for that because I'm working on something really exciting and I can't wait to show it with you guys. And I'm going to film like behind the scenes and stuff like that, and make like actual like YouTube videos about it. And this is why I wanted to put that video out, because I want to start making videos like that, where it's something that I'm passionate about and I could just make it, like I can just post whatever it is, that I'm excited about. And I can't wait for that. I can't wait to show you this new version of me and everything that I've been working on. And thank you guys for sticking it out this long and hearing me just rant about everything. But just know things are changing. I'm not that Nintendo kid anymore. And you're finally going to start seeing more about me and what I want to do with my life. To be honest, like, as of right now, I still don't have everything down, you know? Of course, you know, I'm still facing with those problems that I talked about earlier. And, you know, it's just like I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. And right now I'm just struggling to figure out, where do I go from here? Where do I go from having all these ideas and struggling with all those things? And I just don't know. All I know is that I have to take one step after the other and just keep moving forward and see where it takes me. But over the summer, I'm really gonna start to hopefully change those things and, you know, really start working on all those stuff. And hopefully it kind of changes me for the better. And hopefully I get to find what I'm looking for. And yeah, thank you guys for sticking it out this long. Welcome to the new Nin Dude. Okay, so this is the not final look, but what I got going on so far. I honestly kind of like it. Yeah, but look at all this room now. Like, dang, I could put like so much stuff, you know? I just feel like it's more spacious now than ever before. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah.